Hey guys, this is Teresa from the Blind Spots, and I want to know how you're looking. Y'all, I'm listening to the Kool and the Gang Christmas Always on Sirius XM. It's the OD channel, but it's channel 49 if you're interested in listening to R&B Christmas music all day long. Oh, I love it. But I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Yeah. This is not a Christmas story, but I was just thinking about my kids because my kids were always so good. They were magnificent children. I mean, God knows, I guess because I was a little off the chain growing up, so I already knew what to expect, so they couldn't pull no wool over my eyes. No, I had everything under control. But anyway, I was thinking about the one time that my daughter and the one time my son had a temper tantrum. My daughter was 2, my son was 3. I was at my daughter, because my kids are 7 years apart. And so my daughter had her at the grocery store. She would always love to go and get her cheese balls. Ugh, I ain't never liked cheese balls. Well, I don't like chips and stuff, no way. But anyway, so I let her get her cheese balls. And then she was like, Mommy, can I get something else? I said, sure, honey, what do you want to get? She put it in the basket. By the time we got to the register, she wanted to get some bubble gum. I'm like, no, you're going to have to put one of the things back because you only can get 2. She had the worst temper tantrum. I said, you better get up off the floor. She hit her head, everything. I said, you get up or I'm going to leave you. I'm like, because guess what? We're not condoning these tantrums right here. I didn't know what I was doing, y'all. I was so young. But I was determined, no, you're not in control of nothing, child. But anyway, that was the only time she tried to try me as a temper. She only had that one temper tantrum. My son, he was 3. We was at the mall. We was at Military Circle Mall. He wanted some toys. I got him one toy. We had already cashed out. He decided he wanted another toy. I said no. I said you can either get this one and go, or we can switch. But we only getting one toy. Oh, he had the worst tantrum. I think my daughter or whoever I was with grabbed the bag. I took him, picked him up, threw him under my arm, and walked out the mall like won't nothing going on, y'all. He was kicking his feet, screaming to the top of his lungs. I'm like, ooh, I'm still young, y'all. I was mortified. I said, oh, this boy want to show out. Okay, he want to show out now. I'm going to show out later, though. I got him to the car, y'all. Because I don't believe in condone in beating children and stuff. You know, we have communication for that, but you got to be strict with it. But, you know, I ain't saying you ain't got to snatch them, but I'm just saying all this beating, I got him to that car, and let's just say that was the only first and last temper tantrum he ever had. My daughter tried to try me one more again, y'all. She was, 16, 17. She was going to Norcom. I ain't going to tell y'all what happened, but let's just say that was it for her. She didn't try it to this day. She still hasn't. No, I don't play. They never got in trouble in school, never got suspended, none of that. I don't have time to be leaving my job. No, we're not doing none of that, not one bit of that. My son, he tried to try me one time. He was mad at me, y'all. The only reason why he was mad at me because I was getting on my daughter about something. Not screaming and all that nonsense, but you know, the conversation was a little tight, a little thicker than it normally would be. And so he got upset because he didn't appreciate the way that I was talking to my daughter / his sister. And I told him he didn't have anything to do with it. Y'all, he pouted and slammed off because they are very possessive and, you know, they look out for each other. I'm trying to tell you from day one, because I always told them, y'all all each other got, because ain't nothing else coming through. Y'all did. 2 of them. So he didn't like the way and didn't appreciate the way that I was talking to her. And went in there and slammed the door after I said what I wanted to say to him. I went in there, I'm like, oh no, not in the black culture. Door slamming is not permitted. Oh, Lord, I almost, let me just tell you what I did. I went in the room, almost kicked the door off the hinges. I said, get out here. He came out in the den. And I said, what is wrong with you? He's going to try to chastise me. You don't have no business talking to Nicole like that. Y'all, I saw red. I did. I hauled off. Y'all, don't judge me. Because this is the only time I've ever did this in my life, period. I balled up my fist. He was like 14, 15 at the time. because that's that trying age. Y'all know. Labrador was 17. That's the brand about the child and children to try it. I balled up my fist and hauled off and punched him dead center in his chest. Keeping in mind, my son is a phenomenal athlete, so I didn't think I was going to do no damage because, you know, he about like this much taller than me, y'all. And I took his breath away, and he, and I was like, oh my God. I got scared. I said, oh Lord, I'm going to jail. I'm trying to pat him. I'm slapping the crap out of his back because I'm trying to get him to breathe because I done punched the wind out of him. I'm like, boy, this is my house. You don't have a job. I'm making the rules, and I'm doing all of this around here. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all that. But other than when they was 2 and 3, 17, and like 15, that's the only trouble I ever had out of my children. They are great children. And I said that because they was texting all last night. I'm trying to get some sleep. My daughter, my son, and my daughter-in-law, they texting each other all night. I'm like, how did I get in this group text? Because we have a whole bunch of family group texts. I'm like, Lord have mercy. But we tight, y'all. We thick as thieves. Love your family. Love your children. I gotta go. Have a nice day.